Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is November 5th, 2017, and I'm your host, CJ, the originator of Truthbuster News, and your host. And I want to thank you for joining me in another discussion of events that go on a daily basis. I want to start out by saying that I want to express my sorrows, my prayers, and my condolences of the victims that have lost today. My heart and my prayers go out to you. And I am going to stay on top of this and bring hopefully some new information to the table as to why this tragedy occurred. And I'll keep you updated as time goes along. But between the event that took place today and yesterday, I had time to reflect. And upon my reflection, I have had a moment of clarity. The moment of clarity I had was in regards of the event that took place yesterday. You see those in the truth community, the independent journalists, the alternative media, the patriot community. We were bamboozled and fooled. We were taken for a fast one. But that doesn't go without saying that this will be the last of Antifa and their mission to kick off the Civil War. If you look at the transpired event from a different point of view, from a strategic standpoint, this was a beta test. And we were outdone. When I say this won't be the last of them, the ranks that they sent out yesterday, the Nimrods that were just aimlessly chanting idiocracies and stupidity and their line of thinking that they possess. That wasn't their brightest regime, if you will, if you want to call it that. You got to think for a second. With all the cover-ups that the Democratic Party have been in for decades upon decades upon decades, that have came to light within the last few years. But before that time, they were going on for so long and so well hidden. And with a lot of the world's top wealthiest people giving financial contributions and advice on how to keep the cover-up going. And when they got sought out by the likes of WikiLeaks, getting all the information that they have and releasing it, naming the names who finance their campaigns to all their nefarious dealings, and who's involved, when it took place, and who got affected. And confirming a lot of information that is already known. And that's well-known fact. And here's another fact. The same people that fund them, that supply them, George Soros, Henry Kissinger, the Rothschilds, the entire shadow government and deep state, all their minions and all their operatives. And with the revelating bombshell that George Soros just recently dumped $18 billion into his Open Society Foundation, the very organization that funds Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and all the brown shirt communist scumbag, worthless, insane, deranged lunatics out there. Do you really think that's going to be over? No, it's not. See, this was just a test to see how we were going to react, how we're going to assess the situation, what moves we were going to make. And to see the reaction thereof. This was recon for them. As the event transpired, even before it transpired, the night before, somebody I follow on YouTube and on social media had got alarming reports, because he has military, both active and inactive, in his family. But his active military family members got late night phone calls to go meet their commanding officer and have a meeting. And what he spoke on the content of the conversation was he didn't release too much. Only what he could tell was that the military units that his family members belong to and the branches, they were told to guard specific key areas of infrastructure during the November 4th protest. And his family member also told him, because his family member knows he puts YouTube videos out, to tell his subscribers, don't let Antifa take your picture. So when he said that, and there was no action yesterday that went down. That told me right there, this is nothing but recon. They sent the idiots out while the higher-ranking Antifa members stood back and sat back wherever they were and watched what the reaction was going to be. So I want to let this be known. Unfortunately, that civil war we keep hearing about that they're going to bring on, at some point, it's going to be a serious reality. Now, we don't know when, but you can almost guarantee it's going to be in the near or very not too far off distant future. But the positive thing that became of this, that we were more than well enough prepared to handle it. So continue to prepare, stocking up on your goods that you need, having your plans ready, everything you have in place. Make sure you have it in place every minute of every day, because you never know. And another important fact to consider and to remember is that when the flyer was posted on refusefascism.org, their own site, and you read the motive and directive, it's saying that it's just going to be an ongoing thing until they were removed. So be safe out there. Watch your six. And survive another day. God bless.